Snowfall Season 6, Episode 4, titled Projects Boy. Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of The Black Abstract. If you're new to my channel, urge you to like, subscribe, hit the bell. Before we get started, got to give a shout out to my sponsors, Manscaped. Right now, they got a beard package for all the people that were concerned that they didn't have any utensils for Beard Gang. Yes, we are the Beard Gang. They got a whole new package. It come with trimmers, oil, balm, the whole works. Go over there now, manscaped.com, into the promo code ABSTRACT, and you get you something off your order. And let's get into this episode, man. Starts off with 007 and Cole. That's what I call Franklin's girlfriend and her mom. They 007 and Cole. Actually going through with their plan that they said last episode, where the lawyer or the gentleman who actually helped Teddy steal the codes, I guess they act like they were the FBI, and they somehow got his documents to take pictures, same way, so they could see what was going on. Same way Teddy did Franklin when he got in his house. He took pictures of everything, and gave them to the guy, and that's how everything. They do wind up coming up to a hiccup when they find out that Teddy ultimately is the one responsible and who has everything. So another dead end for them. Which causes Franklin to have an emotional outburst, rightfully so. You know, $73 million is a lot of money for somebody to just kind of swoop in and take it underneath your nose. So I understand it. Also, we see Leon is still adjusting to what's going on in the projects. He's trying to get Einstein to go to college. Dion's telling him he shouldn't go to college. Neither one are wrong, but if you look at what Dion said, it makes the most sense. You know, why go work for somebody and you could be making more money doing this? Now, listen, is the risk worth the reward? That's to be determined. But like I said, neither one of them are wrong. Him going to college to start a good life and get away from that shit, that's the reward. So, if you see outside the hood and see your life being different, then shit, I feel like, pursue it. Ultimately, I think Einstein is going to be a character that's going to be sacrificed, and I think it's going to be one of those things where you could be this smart, you could be this genius level intellect, you could be somewhat street, because Einstein is street as well, and ultimately it just leads to one way. It just leads to either dead or in jail. That's just what it is. We see Leon's upset that the lights are shut out at the playground, which makes it hard for the kids at night to play. And Dion's reasoning for doing this is because I remember reading about this, like in between that time frame, police were cracking down on a lot of gentlemen and, giving them harsh sentences for selling crack. So that's Dion's way of trying to look out for his people. There's no malice to it. But like Leon said, people don't even sell on the playground. So, I guess it's just another cautious way of Dion trying to play cautious. Don't really like Dion as a leader. I think he's just a little arrogant, a little too rambunctious. So that's my opinion on it. But who knows? We see Franklin and Kane a lot this episode. This is the most we've seen of Kane in a while, and I had to watch this episode twice because I'm like, when the hell did Kane start walking again? The last episode or 2 episodes, maybe the first episode, they said he took a turn, then he got better, and now he's walking. So, like Kane said, it was either a miracle or the doctors didn't know what the fuck they was talking about. And, we see he's not 100 yet. He's still getting his footing. Upon this, I think people noticed he was weak. And, we're trying to take advantage of certain situations, which is what Franklin is seeing. Franklin is a numbers guy, so if the territory Kane has doesn't meet up to what they're bringing in, it's something going wrong somewhere, and he comes to the realization that it's actually from the cookhouses, so he agrees to go in the cookhouses and kind of see what's going on. This is the first time we've seen Franklin get his hands dirty, probably since about season 2, where he's actually in the kitchen cooking and stuff, so I was like, okay, this is a callback to earlier episodes, and he goes right in there, suit and all, kicking ass, taking names. You two, get out of here. Anybody, I'm going to teach you guys how to do this. Who the fuck is you? I'm the cook. Motherfucker, I don't know, he did some kind of, he did some kind of pressure point in his Adam's apple. Put his face on the hot stove. Todd, you said you want to cook, nigga? Well, cook, nigga. Anybody else that want to learn, get the fuck out. I said, oh, this dude is on one, man. One thing about people that's in need or vulnerable, man, and they got nothing to lose, they gonna go all the way out. And I just think that's where Franklin's at now. It's balls to the walls with him. We also see that Teddy is picking up on Gustavo. He knows what's going on. He's watching Gustavo. And we see that Ruben actually goes to talk to Gustavo and is trying to get Gustavo to work for the KBG now. So listen, Gustavo got all these agencies that he's working for, CIA, DEA, and now the KBG want to work with him as well. I'm like, what is going on here? Like, you're a hot commodity. And they're telling him that, if they give up Teddy, he can be done with all of this. But I don't know, man. I don't know what Gustavo got going on. It's crazy to see him in this predicament. But we'll see what happens. I don't know, man. I think Teddy gonna end up killing all the motherfuckers, man, at the end of the day. We see Teddy's girlfriend actually. Teddy asks her to move in with him, kind of in a roundabout way, but you can tell Teddy really likes this girl, man. He ain't had nobody that understood him, that he loved in a long time. Even his wife kind of sold him up the river, if you remember, in those last couple episodes. So it's good to see Teddy doing making some strides out here and making some things happen. So I don't know what's wrong with this microphone stand. It's like it's long. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on with them. But yeah, he followed him. He see Ruben. So I'm waiting for the big showdown between him and Ruben. They're gonna have a nice James Bond fight. It's gonna be a knife involved. Somebody's trying to get to the knife, and I think that's what's gonna happen. Other than that, Todd, the guy Franklin Byrne, winds up getting bitter. Winds up going to tell Jerome and Louis about the situation and where Kane laid his head. First, he went to Kane to express his discernment. Kane told him, listen, you should have listened. He actually sided with Franklin and told him, he got to kind of take it. The dude did point out, like, yo, when you was down, it was me and such holding it down for you. And, he just tells him he pretty much got to take this on the chin, which prompts him to go to Jerome and Louis. He winds up telling him he was the one that shot at the club. He knows where Kane lays his head, and he says, F your nephew as well. Bitter ass Chauncey shit. You remember Menace to Society, Chauncey? When Kane pistol whipped him, he said, you ain't gonna be laughing when they get this motherfucking tape. Bet you that, motherfucker. He also played Pinky on Friday, if you don't know who I'm talking about, as well. Played in House Party. He played in a bunch of movies. Clifton Powell is his name. But yeah, that reminded me of that. So, but that being said, we see Franklin and Kane actually having an argument or discussion. It's two are like a married couple. They're sitting at Kane's house having a discussion. Kane is actually yelling at him about him disciplining his employees and telling him not to do that shit again. And Franklin's going into the spiel. Anything you messing with my money, you might like your money. You let him take advantage of you, but when it comes to my money, it's gonna be such. I'm like, yo, this dude is money driven and money hungry. But right, and then Kane tells him, listen, just because you coming over here, don't think we kumbaya and friends. And soon he says that, the house start getting shot up. And this is on the trailer where we see all the bullets flying, and we see Franklin getting on the floor, and we couldn't tell who else was there with him. But yeah, this is at Kane house, and man, they turned into Magic and Kobe at that moment. They turned into Jordan and Pippen. They was, pow, watch yourself, pow, watch yourself. I got you, pow, watch, duck down. Okay, come on. He was helping Kane's gimp ass, because he can't really move that fast. But they saw Todd come in. He got shot in the body, then shot in the head, then he got spit on by Kane, and I think this is gonna strengthen their relationship, or it's gonna make it even worse. But Franklin, he's seen right there in the face of adversity. Franklin ain't no slouch, or he ain't no bitch. So I think that's gonna be a positive to their relationship moving forward. I still don't see how Kane got to beefing with Big D at all. I don't know how they got involved in this. I don't know, because he's doing business with Jerome. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. If you know, post it in the comments. I'm trying to think what else happened this episode. That's pretty much it. Was cut and dry. Oh, Wanda goes to see Sissy, and she tells how hard it is to stop smoking the rock, especially with her being around it so much. And of course, Sissy tells her, you should come help out at the shelter. And ultimately, I think that'll give Wanda some kind of meaning, something to do. It was an addict earlier in the episode that passed out, and they were spray painting her. And Wanda saw that, she got really, really worked up about it, because she used to be that girl. It also was a scene when Wanda and Leon were sitting outside just smoking, and you see Big D and them across the lot talking about Wanda. Man, I done fucked her so many times, man. That pussy probably dry. Just complete disrespect. And I was just like, yo, I thought these dudes had more respect for Leon. But I know how it is. Listen, you wipe off a crackhead. Like, this bitch used to do all kinds of shit. She clean up and all of a sudden, wifed her up. So, I get it, man. But Leon said strong. He said, man, listen, this is my baby. I don't care through thick or thin. But he probably should move out those projects, man. But I think that's just all he knows. But I think that's it. I touched on everything that's essential. Post your comments below. Let me know what you guys think about this episode. Let me know what you think about my review. If you did like it, give it the thumbs up. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share it. And as always, peace, love, and prosperity. Oh, and go to manscaped.com to get some get some products for a significant other or yourself. And also, you can go to TheBlackAbstract.com for all my merch, music, etc. Till next time, peace.